All children, all adults are welcome into any of the programs with Greensboro Parks and Recreation. We're just here to provide additional support if there's any type of modification that is needed.
Everyone's invited, no matter what your disability is, whether you can run or not. We want you there.
The air program we have now is the only thing I know of in Greensboro or the surrounding area that does anything on a regular basis. It's an overall great program. I like what direction they've been going with including more sports and activities.
AIR is, we are a section that creates and promotes equal access to recreation here within the city of Greensboro, to the parks, to programming, to help promote inclusion into all of our programs, and then also provide adaptive opportunities out in the community.
We get advice and comments or whatever it is that the community needs. We want to bridge the gap between the community and our program that we provide for people with disabilities.
With the advisory committee, really it's a committee of individuals with disabilities. It's advocates that are in the community, some from the Arc of Greensboro. We have parents that are there with children with disabilities, really just to find out what their needs are. What are you looking for in the community? How can we get you out and about and having a great time in the city of Greensboro? What can we help to provide to make your children successful or yourself successful out in the community?
I lost my leg in 2013. Was going back to work fine, just didn't really do anything but working home. And so decided I needed to do something. So we approached Sharon when she came out to the HaHa group. It's a local amputee support group about some different activities, and we talked about me learning how to play golf again. I wasn't sure how my swing had changed or sand traps and things like that. And that turned into, okay, we can do this, to a full-blown clinic with Bob.
I found out because my son has done some challenger things through the ARC, so he's done baseball for many years, and so an email had come out from them, and then I think Kim even had told me, because I think you had caught wind of it as well.
Yeah, I just found out from a friend. Unfortunately, we've not been as tapped into the resources that the city offers over the years, but I found out through a friend, and at the time she told me I didn't know that it was an event that the city was doing along with the ARC, and all I heard was Panthers, Carolina Panthers, and our family are, we're huge Carolina Panthers fans. So, and then cheerleading and flag football, I thought, wow, I got to learn more about this.
So with my neighbor, when I moved here, my neighbor who I just lost, he told me about the Parks and Recreation program. So he said, well, why don't you come and join the program? I said, well, I ain't got nothing else to do, why not? And I've been a participant of the program now for the last 11 years.
So we reached out to OPIF. They do all different types of athletic sports clinics throughout, I guess basically the northeastern and the southern states. So we reached out to them. They're located out of Charlotte, to see if they could come to Greensboro and be able to provide a tennis experience here. Kelly Gaines that is on the Parks and Recreation Commission. That is definitely her passion, and wanted to see us being able to bring adaptive tennis here and awareness to Greensboro as well. So UNCG allowed us to be able to utilize their tennis courts, and we had a great day. We had adaptive tennis, but then we also had wheelchair tennis that was there. We have a lot of programs that are geared towards adults, when the kids are in school. So we're looking more to expand into our youth and young adult populations, and being able to provide recreation activities. So we partnered with Prolific Park and the Arc of Greensboro to really come together. We applied for a grant through the Carolina Panthers, received $4,000 to kick off our Challenger Flag Football League. So we hosted it at Prolific Park. The Arc of Greensboro handled the cheerleading, and then we joined together with Prolific Park to be able to provide the coaches.
We had always seen Prolific Park from the road, and what a spectacular place it is. And when we learned it was going to be there, we thought, oh wow, this is going to be high cotton, or this is first class over here, you know. So we got to go in, and I don't know if you guys had been there before, but when you walk in, I mean, there's a football field in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge.
State-of-the-art.
Yeah, it really is a state-of-the-art facility. There's a football field and basketball courts, and it's just a fabulous place inside. And as a special needs parent, we're used to always having to be that assistant or be the one who helps, and we didn't have to do that. You know, they had volunteers and people who just wanted to do it because it was fun.
Yeah.
And we brought our chairs and had our coffee, and you know, we were just able to sit back and watch and enjoy. And that's my kid. You know, that's my kid.
And it's so rewarding for everybody, even the volunteers. You know, you would see the kids in the wheelchairs out there playing football, and they had a partner. Somebody would throw them the pass, they would catch it, put it in their lap, and running down the field with them full speed in these wheelchairs, and the excitement on everybody's face. Not just the kids, but the volunteers, you know, running with them. And, you know, her son Landis, her daughter Kendall is a lot more social, and kind of her and my son are kind of sweet on each other. And Landis is very quiet and laid back, and he doesn't, even though we'll go over there, he doesn't really interact with us a whole lot. But you saw him on that football field, and the smile on his face, and, you know, the happiness of, you know, seeing him just run, you know, up and down that field. Sometimes they were so fast, and I was like, Kim, is he okay? Is he going to be safe? Because they were running so fast with them in their wheelchair, and they, just the delight.
Yeah, 15-year-old boy going down the field with a football. I mean, just doesn't get better than that. So, our daughter had the cutest cheerleading outfit. It was really first class outfit, and pom-poms and everything from the bow in her hair to the socks on her feet. She was decked out as a Panthers cheerleader, and we had a couple of the Panthers cheerleaders at the Jamboree in Charlotte, so we were able to meet them, and beautiful girls. So it's a fabulous place, it really is. And then at the end, you know, when we knew we were going to meet Ricky Prohl,
that was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Yeah,
and he's such a gracious guy.
Yeah, he came around at the banquet. He came around to every table, talked to every kid that participated. Asked them about it. I mean, he genuinely was you know, it wasn't for show. You know, he was having that conversation. Graciously allowed us to take pictures, because as the moms, you know, we were there with our cell
and he actually
phones.
handed out the awards too. So, you know, talk about putting a smile on a kid's face when you go up and get an award from Ricky Prohl. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
We can read something online or on a flyer and think that might be kind of cool, but is it really going to be cool when you get there, and what's it going to be like? And so if I were talking to another parent, I would say, yep, this is it. This is your event. This is what you're going to like. It's well organized. The people are so cool. They get it. Their heart's in the right place. And this is what we as special needs parents are looking for.
Camp Joy is a summer camp that is out at Hagenstone Park in Pleasant Garden, and it is a day camp. It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We do provide transportation going out to the park. We have several stops in Greensboro where parents or caregivers come and bring the camper, and then we provide the transportation in vans out to the camp. It's a great experience being out there. It's campers that are ages 5, and it goes up to the 80s. I mean, as long as you want to come to camp, you can come to camp. So it's a really great experience for everyone. There is, you know, a multiple page application because there's a lot of information that is needed. We do have an RN that is on site at Camp Joy each day, but with the application process, they can download it from our website, or we're more than happy to be able to mail out the entire application and then kind of walk the parents through it if they have any questions. It is an inclusive camp. It is an inclusive day camp. We do have siblings without disabilities that do come and attend the camp. We have some children, you know, that are there without disabilities. So it is an inclusive camp, but it's just, I don't know, to see it on a day-to-day basis is absolutely amazing, and to see how the campers interact with one another. It really truly is a special camp.
Adaptive golf is for anyone with any ability. It can be modifying a technique using adaptive equipment or making any adaptation to help an individual succeed in the game of golf.
Basically, we take the person where they have a mental or physical disability and we kind of change their swing, make it more comfortable for them. Just a good point Bob made was Arnold Palmer doesn't swing the same way he did 30 years ago. We redirect your swing, we finesse a little bit and make it more comfortable, because a lot of times people stop doing it because it's not comfortable. We've got a core group of regulars that come out every clinic, and we always pick up one or two here and there. It's also turned into something the PGA does called the Hope Clinic for vets, and it's kind of started with us, and Bob branched out to do that with the PGA, but we've had as many as 20, 30 people show up. As far as being the social aspect, it's great. It's so easy to get stuck in the rut. I'm not doing it today. I'm just going to stay at home. Watch couch, watch TV. And now they have a chance to get out with people in the same boat they're in and just socialize. It gets you out and about, and it helps as far as your mental state. It helps you feel better about yourself when you're out and you're socializing, you're eating dinner with somebody, or you're just chit-chatting about your day.
One of the unique things about Greensboro Parks and Recreation is being able to provide transportation. We have an 18-passenger bus that is fully accessible, so we go out into the community. A lot of the individuals may not have a way of transportation, so with some of the weekly programs we do provide that transportation for them to where we pick them up. We attend different outings, we have day trips, we have weekly programs that they attend, and then we take them home at the end of the day. So Greensboro is really unique in being able to provide that type of service.
The transportation aspect is a plus for me and my mother, because my mother doesn't drive at all. And then, like I said, I'm the oldest of 5 siblings, so they all have their lives. They drive, they go to work, so they can't say, well, I'll take you there, take you there. No, Parks and Rec with the bus service is excellent. It's an asset. We would go bowling, Smith Center for the cheer exercise, and we have like occasional outings, shopping trips. You know, that was a way for me to get to learn Greensboro, all that Greensboro has to offer.
Well, we offer that because most of the time they really just want to get out. To be honest, they really just want to come together and socialize with their friends. That's really the main reason why we go on outings, such as like we take them out to eat. They love to eat, and we also take them to different shopping, places and things like that.
I just like to go. Being that I can't drive, I like to just go any place I can go. There's some transportation involved. I love to shop. I love to eat. So when we go to restaurants and stuff, we have a good time.
It's really important to them. It gives them a sense of independence. They're not having to rely on a family member to take them somewhere. They're getting onto a bus with their friends, and honestly, that is a huge socialization piece. Yes, we're providing that program, but even just being able to provide that transportation, they really get to know one another. They tell stories. It's amazing just to see the friendships that really start to occur.
I've only been working for the city of Greensboro for 2 years, and meeting them when I was, doing my internship and seeing them now is like a huge progress, and the way they feel and how they act and interact with each other, it really does amaze me. So I love what I do, really, to be honest. I can't even put it in words, so it's amazing.
I think the best day on my job is when I get to be with the participants, being able to see the smiles on their faces, seeing them achieve a goal with the Challenger football, seeing them being able to make that touchdown, to see them run to their parents and being able to help create that, I think is the best experience. Listening to the moms talk about what it means to their child, but then what it means to them as a family as well. So really being an advocate for a lot of the families that are here in Greensboro, just to provide those opportunities. On the website, so with Greensboro Parks and Recreation, we are inclusive recreation, I believe is our tab. So being able to locate us there and find out, that's where we're going to try to keep all of our information up to date so that everyone can see the different programs and events that are going on. Yeah, we post a newsletter on the website, but then we also have a mailing list. So a lot of people call in and really want it mailed directly to them, so they have all of the information that's in print that they can put on the fridge. So we have a mailing list. Anyone can call in and let myself or Brianna know, and we'll be happy to put them on the mailing list.